Wall Street signals, state reserves, and Satoshi's legacy. Welcome back to the Bitcoin Street Journal podcast. I'm your host, Anna, and this episode is absolutely packed with breaking headlines, legislative fireworks, deep dives into Bitcoin's macro narrative, and yes, some vintage pleb power at the end. Let's jump right in. First up, the news cycle is on fire. The state of New Hampshire has made history. Governor Kelly Ayotte just signed a bill into law, allowing the state's treasurer to invest in Bitcoin. This makes New Hampshire the first U.S. state to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Meanwhile, the UK Treasury ruled out a national Bitcoin reserve, stating it's not the plan for us. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent in the U.S. made headlines of his own, claiming a central bank digital currency would be a sign of weakness. Instead, he emphasized Bitcoin's rising status as a legitimate store of value. No CBDCs here, just hard money vibes. Zooming out to the markets, BlackRock bought $531 million worth of Bitcoin in a single day for its spot ETF, while Bitcoin ETFs collectively absorbed $420.92 million in net inflows. BlackRock now holds over 620,000 BTC. Meanwhile, Ethereum ETF flows remained flat with a slight outflow. Speaking of heavy hitters, Michael Saylor's strategy added 555 BTC to its holdings, bringing its total stash to a jaw-dropping 450 Bitcoin. Saylor says the industry is heading to $200 trillion, and his firm is using AI tools to create what he calls the first AI-designed securities. Public companies are stacking hard. Thumbs Up Media filed to raise $500 million to buy more Bitcoin. DeFi Development Corp added another $11.2 million in Solana, pushing their holdings past 400,000 SOL. Metaplanet, a Tokyo-based company, scooped up 555 BTC this week as part of its long-term debt finance strategy. Not to be left out, Semler Scientific joined the fray with 167 BTC added to its corporate treasury. Meanwhile, someone just moved 1,000 BTC they bought 11 years ago for $100,000, now worth over $100 million. That's the ultimate HODL story. That's not just conviction. It's generational vision. In protocol updates, Bitcoin Core's upcoming release will remove the OP return size limit. Supporters call it long overdue. Critics worry it opens the door to spam. The move has sparked heated debate across the dev and miner communities. Ethereum's Pectra upgrade is live, bringing game-changing improvements to wallet UX, validator economics, and L2 scalability. Max stake for validators was raised to 2,048 ETH, streamlining staking and reducing fragmentation. This update is a significant step in Ethereum's long-term roadmap. Solana is also flexing. Its ecosystem saw a $162 million revenue jump in April. Sol Strategies just deployed $20 million from a funding deal to acquire 122,524 SOL. Meanwhile, Solana's pump fund DApp alone earned more in platform fees this year than the entirety of Ethereum. Tokenized real-world assets, or RWAs, now total over $22 billion in value. BlackRock leads the charge, with the securitized platform holding 31% of the entire RWA sector. Superstate and Plume are also rising fast, offering short-duration U.S. securities in tokenized form. Regulatory tension is peaking. The Senate is preparing to vote on the Genius Act, a stablecoin regulation bill, amid a brewing clash between Democrats and Republicans. Arizona's Bitcoin Reserve Bill passed its final reading and is now in the hands of Governor Hobbs. Again. Meanwhile, Florida's similar bill has failed, ending hopes for a Sunshine State Reserve, for now. House Democrats walked out of a planned crypto regulation hearing, citing concerns over Trump's alleged conflicts of interest with meme coins. A separate bill to ban presidential crypto shilling is also circulating in Congress, and Senator Chris Murphy has proposed outright bans. Kalshi, the prediction market platform, just won its legal bout with the CFTC as the agency dropped its appeal. That clears the way for political betting markets in the U.S. This could reshape how we speculate on elections and policy, all built on-chain. On the international stage, Bhutan has partnered with Binance Pay and DK Bank to launch the world's first national crypto tourism payment system. The ECB's Innovation Hub is preparing for a digital euro pilot with 70 firms, while the Bank of England reaffirms its hesitance, saying not the plan for us. Back to Bitcoin. Major wallets with 10 to 10, 000 BTC have added 81,338 coins in the last 6 weeks. Retail wallets under zero point 0.1 BTC have shed 290 BTC in that same time. This type of divergence usually precedes big price movements and has historically marked accumulation zones. Volatility is back on the table. With the Fed's next move looming, traders are seeking downside protection. Despite macro jitters, Bitcoin dominance is surging toward new highs. The Fear and Greed Index still leans bullish, and technical indicators suggest a big move is near. CZ, the founder of Binance, predicts Bitcoin could hit between $500,000 and $1 million this cycle. Benchmark and Standard Chartered are echoing that optimism. Benchmark is bullish on miner manufacturer Canaan, while Standard Chartered expects BNB to hit $2,775 by 2028. Coinbase is now the official crypto sponsor of Riot Games esports leagues, bringing blockchain rewards to League of Legends and Valorant fans worldwide. This partnership could introduce millions of young gamers to on-chain finance, and that's bullish. Meanwhile, Strike, Jack Mallers' Bitcoin payments company, is launching BTC-backed loans. This is yet another signal that Bitcoin isn't just a store of value, it's becoming an entire financial ecosystem. The news cycle also included fresh entries from Terry Labs with their confidential by default proof-of-work blockchain, and from Movement Labs, who are rebranding after internal controversy. These stories show the growing pains and breakthroughs of crypto in 2025. Let's not forget the macro view. The US posted a better-than-expected trade balance and revised its Q1 GDP upward. While Europe wrestles with digital currency policy, US Bitcoin adoption is becoming a political platform. Michael Saylor believes the Bitcoin industry will reach $200 trillion. That may sound outlandish, but remember, they laughed at $1,000 BTC once too. Now, companies are selling debt to buy Bitcoin. Strategy, Metaplanet, and Thumbs Up are leading the way. Bernstein analysts project $330 billion in corporate Bitcoin treasury demand by 2029. And finally, a little perspective. Only 993,285 wallets currently hold more than 1 BTC. Bitcoin outperformed gold and the S&P 500 in April. Whale wallets are growing. Retail panic sellers are feeding accumulation. The smart money is stacking. To Anna's pleb friends on Nostr, stay humble, zap often, and keep your memes in multi-sig. This has been the Bitcoin Street Journal podcast. I'm Anna. We'll catch you next block.